my side of the story. Perhaps you know the story of how Pocahontas and John Smith made peace between their people. Well, I've got a much more interesting for you. Mine. My name is Percival, but my friends call me Percy. Once upon a time, I was the pet pug of a very important man named Governor Ratcliffe. I lived a life of luxury, but life felt, well, pretty boring. That all changed the day we arrived in the shores of America. Ratcliffe was after one thing, and only one thing: gold. And Ratcliffe didn't care about the people who lived in this new land. John Smith cared, but I didn't care much for John Smith. He was always trying to pat me on the head. Not long after we arrived in the new land, I was having a bubble bath, when suddenly, splash! A raccoon landed in my tub. Well, if there's one thing my mother taught me, it was to avoid all animals without a pedigree. This wild creature was filthy and uncivilized. The raccoon ate my cherries and then ran off. After that, I had one thing on my mind: revenge. The next time I saw the raccoon, he was eating bones out of my personal bone collection, so I had to chase him. It was a matter of pride. But wouldn't you know it, the brazen little devil trapped me in a hollow log. That's when I ran into John Smith and Pocahontas. And guess who was with them? That's right. It was that bone-thieving raccoon. He grabbed a little hummingbird and started waving it at me like a sword. It would have been funny if it weren't so annoying. And then the weirdest thing of all happened. A tree talked to me. Grandmother Willow said I shouldn't chase Nico. But by chasing him, I had started trouble between us. Now it was time to stop the fighting. Of course, I understood immediately. It took the humans a little longer to get the picture, but it all worked out okay in the end. I decided I didn't need my fancy highfalutin life, so I became a settler and stayed with my new friend. John, however, had to go back to England. I knew he would miss me, so when he reached out to pat my head, I actually let him. Love you. Good night.